Good morning, Kenya. Welcome and thank you for being with us. I am speaking to Jane Mugo, who is a teacher, a life skills promoter, and also a Boychild ambassador who happens to love Rumba. You love?
I love Rumba so much. Oh, I'm a fan of Rumba. I can dance.
Should invite you to one of our entertainment segments.
Please do.
Have, so you show us a few of the
moves.
Let's get back into our conversation. And the issue of opening up for boys. I know we talked about it a little bit before, but there's the aspect where boys tend to find it easy to open up to maybe their teacher or maybe someone they look up to, a mentor, as opposed to opening up to their parents. Why is that?
Yeah, it's true, Mike. In fact, I also get shocked. And you know, at times they even tell me, some want me to share with their parents, some want me, teacher, please don't dare tell mommy or daddy. Why is that so? Because like I talked about latchkey child, Mike. A latchkey child is a child whose provision is made. They have everything, but the parents are not there for them. We are too busy. You know, we have put our self-interest first as opposed to having time with our sons. And they see it. And by the time you are coming to realize it, it's late. The boy is untamable. But I thank God at least for teachers who are taking up as their responsibility. We are giving them safe space and they're able to share with us. Sometimes you share with parents. Yeah. So
how do parents take it when they find out that their child or this boy child is more free with their teacher or someone else other than them? How do they take it?
You'll be shocked. They take it positively. And some even tell me, Teacher, you're doing a good job. You know, I've not been there for long. So they take it positively. Actually, they want us to talk to these boys. How many times am I getting calls? How many times am I getting SMS? Teacher, I want you to talk to my son. Teacher, and that is what I want parents to understand. Let them feel free when they are sharing with you. Let the child not feel so comfortable sharing with the teacher as opposed to sharing with their parents. Yeah.
Does it mean that in a way parents are delegating their duties to
the teachers?
To their teachers?
I'm sorry to say yes.
But why?
Actually, there was a time I said that I'm blaming all these things that you're finding in boys, you know, the retrogressive behaviors and the vices they engage in them in. I blame the parents. 90% is poor parenting. They are not there for them. They are so much into money. Sometimes, okay, I know money is everything, but then you cannot compare money, the life of your child. So at least set some, and that's why I asked Mike, how often do they hold team building? It doesn't have to be always. Once in a while, when you get that home, you have time with your social life, with your ladies. You're going out, you have even organized, ladies have organized trips to enjoy themselves. I don't know how many organized trips with their sons to go and sit with them, assure them, and then share with them. Rarely, if it is there. Yes. They don't. Even going out on a Saturday, you realize they have scheduled their days for chamas. So the same zeal you have for your chamas, have the same to be with your son. And it is going to work. I'm a mother of two teenage boys. One is 17 and the other one is 14. And I make sure when they are there, I'm there for them. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I get programs that are supposed to be paid well. Mike, believe it or not, I got an opportunity to go to California because of the mentorship programs that I'm doing. And I declined because my sons needed me more. Yeah, that doesn't mean that I became poor. That didn't make me lesser Jane, but there's a reason as to why I had to stand with my boys. Yes, I was going to California for opportunities and for money. What next? Opportunities are there. Yeah, because even God says. Yeah, God says. So be that they are as delicate. Let us not assume that only girls who are fragile. Boys too are. And we should treat them in equal measure.
So the things, when it comes to gender equality and the abuse that is meted on the women, we can say the perpetrators of these things to a bigger extent are men. Not even to a bigger extent, the biggest extent are men. Does it emanate from the fact that the point that we said of neglecting the developmental stages of the boy child?
Exactly. And Mike, please, I can see also inclining on the side of girl child to some extent. You're saying that the major perpetrators are fine. Have you ever asked yourself why? And when you talk of GBV, you know, what comes in your mind when you hear of the word GBV? Women.
Yes.
Women.
Yes.
Believe it or not, right now I've been dropped by a guy who has shared with me very painful story, what he's going through. So men are also victims of GBV, but you don't want to admit that. But they are sharing. Like, do you know how many lives I've saved? Either one would have committed suicide or would have killed. But I'm getting time at least to sit with them. So when you talk of GBV, let us not assume that it is only affecting the women or the girls. Men are also victims of GBV. And like I said, Mike, as they grow and we neglect them in the development stages, like I talked of friendly and, negotiation and friendly stage, when we need them more, to bring them on board, we sit with them, we share with them. Otherwise, by the time they are 19, it is not going to be possible to tame them. And they are going to turn their angers in women. And that is why you are seeing femicide is on the increase.
Yeah. Now, when it's still on that, the importance, talk about the importance of psychosocial help to the boy child as they grow. And even as they grow, when they reach a stage where they are in tertiary education, higher learning, what is the importance of that psychosocial help if you are creating a safe space for them?
It will help a lot because we are going to see minimal of suicidal cases and minimal of murder cases, especially on our young women. Because now they'll grow knowing somebody somewhere cares. They are part of the society. They have that sense of belonging. And so they'll grow, respecting these girls, understanding them, and helping them realize their dreams. That is it. Mike, if you look at like I talked about the cases of early pregnancy, let me go back to FGM.
Yes.
If you look at FGM, what happened? FGM was a girl's issues all through. And so the NGOs and the CBOs were all there, coming together, calling the girls, creating rehabilitation centers and all that, leaving boys out. It didn't work much until we came up with an idea. What if we incorporate, and I thank God because it worked, what if we incorporate young men campaigning against the FGM? They started organizing football for men and telling them, respect that particular part of a girl. And that's when it started working. It is working, Mike. So young men are being used, to campaign for things that are, that are oppressive to the girl child. That's it. We only need to give them a safe space. We only need them to show them that they belong. Give them a sense of belonging. Give them a shoulder to lean on. They'll help us also help a girl out there. Yes. Otherwise, if we leave the boy out, even the girl is not safe. Yeah.
So, from what you're saying, if we are carrying out empowerment for girls, they should run concurrently.
They should run concurrently.
Empowerment programs for boys.
If we incline on one, and it is not working, I told you for FGM is working, the cases are minimal. And that is why somebody asked me, you're a teacher and your mother, I believe in, and I told them I don't hate my girls. I love them so much. Actually, when you find me in class teaching, I'm mentoring both the girls and the boys. But I realize now I have to give 95% of my effort to the boy child.
Yes.
Yeah, because when they feel left out and they grow like that, even the girl out there is not safe. So let us have, for me, it's about healthy coexistence. Because like I said, you have two worlds. We don't have two worlds. We have the same planet Earth. And we are expecting these girls in future to settle with these particular young men. What kind of young men are they going to find? Are they going to find a mentored boy? Are they going to find a boy who has been instilled values and virtues? Or what kind of men are going to find? Otherwise, if we keep quiet and assume and give a lot of weight to the girls' issues, then one day, one time, your girl is also going to be in trouble.
What would you want, or how would you want the government to approach matters empowering boys, from your own perspective? Okay,
some people like us, like teachers, very few teachers who are doing the boys programs, they should empower more. They should listen to us and empower more from tender age. Like I told you, they feel they have been neglected from right tender age. I teach junior secondary school. So within that particular institution, we have primary school kids. We have boys who are going through a lot as well. So as they let us start be vigilant with these programs right from the school level, from primary to junior to senior to tertiary and all over. And we take it with the seriousness that it deserves. And I believe it is going to work. It is going to work because we are waiting until it's late and then we start arresting them. That is why now activists talk of extrajudicial killings. But Have you ever asked yourself, why are these young men engaging in these crimes? When you start thinking about them from 19, it is not going to work. So let us be vigilant from the tender age of age 9 up to 18. That friendly stage is very, very crucial. And let us not always apply draconian tactics. At these are men, they need punches and all that. Sometimes you're hardening them up. And that is what they are doing exactly to these young ladies when they marry them. Let me tell you, Mike, talking to them, giving them a safe space, sharing with them is better, can work better than punches and smacking, you know, and bulldozing because they are men.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you make them feel they are men at that particular age, let them be men. When they get 19 and 20, after all, I was told I was a man. Exactly. So sometimes we blame drugs. It's not always drugs. It is depression. Yeah.
Now, as we come to a close, what is your call to action to any parent or teacher or someone
who is
out there who is listening to you? Talk to them about the boy child.
My friend, join me in taking care of the boy child. Join me in giving a shoulder to lean on for the boys. Because unless we do that, even girl out there is not safe. I'm campaigning on early pregnancy, but using my young men. I'm campaigning on the importance of having sanitary towels, Mike, because even today we have got so many girls, you can't believe it. They can never be enough. But I'm bringing my boys on board, we do it. So when I'm holding the boys' hands, please hold mine as well together. For a safer society.
Yes.
Let the boys feel free when they are sharing with you. Let us understand they are as human beings. Yeah, the only difference comes in the sex, the fact that they are males. So it doesn't mean they are stronger than anybody else. Let them cry, let them share, let us walk with them for a safer space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is Jane Mugo speaking to us about the space of the boy child, and she's very passionate about that. We appreciate your efforts in that field.
Thank you.
I will hold you accountable to that rumba.
Please do.
We have an entertainment
But this is part of the school curriculum. It's in the performing arts.
Yes.
So you'll see my boys soon dancing to rumba. Hey.
I'll come to collect.
Please.
Thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning Kenya. This was Jane Mugo, who is a teacher, a life skills promoter, and also the boy child ambassador. We have been talking about the boy child, and that is where we cap matters that conversation. Be sure to join us in the next segment with Vivian Degwa, so don't go too far. Stay with us.